Hello, and welcome back to half a stack of episodes, episode 32 of Boundless Shores here on the Drunkards and Dumbasses channel. I am your game show host, of course, Forever DM Wes, here, of course. Only four of us today, unfortunately. We are joined by Liam, we are joined by Nate, we are joined by James, and we are joined by Owen. My, oh me, oh my. Only four of yous. What? Life shit gets in the way. What can you do? We roll with what we can. Will be missed, but they will be watching this episode, so fine. Right. Would someone like to recap your recent escapades with the Dark Spire? No? No takers?
I'll
You
do it
mute.
next time, I swear.
No? Alright.
From henceforth, I shall do the note-taking.
I totally didn't prepare a recap. That's why I was hoping one of you guys did it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just balls to the wallet then.
Fuck it.
Okay, so after we defeated the enemy forces in front of the spire, we found a Tower of Darkness. The Tower of Darkness, as you would imagine, is pretty dark. Like, no vision at all. So Jonathan acquired through one of his magical spells, acquired the senses of a bat and used echolocation to find the stairs up to the Air of Darkness's lair.
Yeah, that works. I couldn't think of a better word. You're good.
And we proceeded up the stairs. Jonathan, trying to guide the team, and they proceeded up the stairs all the way and found Jeshima, had a confrontation with her, and proceeded to fight. Argolin and Calduin got downed a couple of times, but we managed to put all three sealing stones into their places, holders, I guess, for lack of a better word.
Give me a pause real quick just to backtrack. During that your memories. No, you're good. You're good. During that confrontation with the demigoddess of darkness, Jeshima, we learned that Tobin is the son of said demigoddess, and Beckett had a panic attack. You know, Beckett things.
Just the usual Beckett things, yeah.
And of course, my players make the joke of, "Oh, we're patron step siblings." Oh wow, that was very funny. And damn, yeah, I'm blanking. It's been a while. Go watch the episodes. They're good. Yeah, and so they defeated the demigoddess by affixing onyx stones upon two fixtures on the walls, which when all three were placed, when a stone was placed, it showed the placer, the user, I don't know, their worst nightmare. I can pull up my notes to do a better thing. I'm a terrible DM. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. I'm a terrible recapper.
Oh, yes. Tobin saw everybody in his life turn away from him. You know, treat him as a disgrace and a fraud. And Orgolan saw his brother, who called him a failure, and Calduin saw his friends and family's bodies riddled across a cliff face. And once all three fixtures were placed, I don't know, I lost a word for it. It revealed golden runes that spiraled up the tower, that peeled themselves from the walls and formed into golden chains that wrapped around Jeshima. Jeshima, in a last-ditch attempt, sent a couple of clones out to attack Beckett, while one clone stepped aside and gave one final gift to her child, awakening, in a sense, his arcane eye, as the copies pushed Yonatan and Orgolan aside and grabbed Beckett by the neck and seared a tattoo of a chain around her neck. As the forms explode in a billow of smoke, and you see the golden chains wrapped around the dark body of Jeshima, just crouched over in the fetal position, the thick golden chains covering most of her body. As the chamber is filled with a golden, beautiful light that extinguishes the shallow purple flames above, and it's just met with an odd ring of silence, as no sound come from Jeshima. All of you panting, out of breath, some of you broken on the inside or on the outside, damaged and wounded and standing in silence. You stand in this chamber filled with the golden light.
Well, that was something, wasn't it?
Oh, that hurt.
You're telling me.
I'm gonna head for the stairs silently.
Oh, have the darkness surrounding the stairs cleared now?
somehow double clicked. Yeah, the light, the golden light has extinguished all darkness in the chamber. Like even like the stones that were before unnerving to look at now just like a dull, dark steel gray brick.
I pop out of
It's
wild
like
shape.
turning on the house lights in a haunted house.
I pop out of wild shape. Beckett, are you all right?
Beckett is shaking, staring at where the face of Jeshima would have been as she grabbed her neck, just staring blankly, shaking.
Hello? Guys, I think she's out of it.
Hearing Jonathan say this, I'll turn around and go up to Beckett. So she's like completely unresponsive, like just staring.
Yeah, you can give me a sense motive check if she's like entranced or if she's purposely or unpurposely just like shut down.
That's 26.
Yeah, she just seems out of it. Her face is pale. It's like just like her shaking. It like her panic has just gone to an extreme point that she's shut down. She's mainly untouched, like damage wise, but she like this has really distressed her.
I start hobbling down the stairs into the rest of the group.
Let's say we get Beckett out of here.
Yeah, Beckett, if you don't say anything, I'm assuming permission to carry you down because we're not leaving you here.
She just kind of like weakly moves her arm out, like to kind of signal to just like carry her by the arm to help her down.
I'll help her down. Can I put my sword away yet, or is it still like frozen?
Oh yeah, it unfroze kind of halfway through the battle, just from the sheer amount of sweat from the fight. Okay. You're able to sheath it quite well. There's still like a few ice shards still on your inner padding glove. As Tobin carries the shaken Beckett, you guys maneuver your way down the stairs, down the coiling staircase, and out the front doors where you see the mural on the door of the purple dragon Arcanos and the god of peace and light Pelor, as they hold their hands out. So you walk, you step into the clearing that is, you see that it's just scattered with pale dead hearts all across the clearing. You see the dark purple blades of grass, and beyond that, you see the heralds panting and sweating. You see Gawain sitting beneath a tree as you see golden light kind of emitting from his palm as he's healing a wound on his shoulder. Safiri kneels, just hanging onto his hammer. That is, you see underneath it, you see a squashed brain just spewing out between the thick warhammer head as he sits there kneeled. Kneeled? You've been kneeled. As you see Kay just lying with his hands behind his back, just resting his head on a root of a tree. As
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I go into a bit of a coffee fit and look over at Gwen's like, you look terrible.
I've seen worse. Name's Calduin. You look fucked. Do you need help?
Completely fine.
Yonatan, you hear a voice in your head as you feel the hairs on your neck begin to stand, as you feel goosebumps ring across your arms as a chill washes over you. Hold on. My mouth is dry.
Okay, mysterious, estranged voice. You drink that water, man.
Okay, I'm good now.
You.
I'm the winter's chill on an autumn night. I'm the starless sky. I'm the scorched earth. I am eternal. I hunger. As
Who are you?
you hear, where do you keep your scepter on your person?
I'm holding my scepter right now
As
in my left hand.
you feel it beginning to splinter and crack as you see inky black veins start to emit it as it begins to shrivel and die and shatter as hold on, I need to pull up your item card for a minute. Oh, never mind, that's not on there. Give me 1 minute. Again, terrible DM, apologies.
Oh, I can send you the card.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
It's on a document. As the scepter's shaft begins to crack and shatter, you see the curled vines over the emerald head. They begin to gray, and they almost look like they take the form of a skeleton hand clutching the emerald that seems to have lost all light to it. As the scepter shatters in your hand, as the emerald thumples to the ground. Thumples? We'll run with it.
I try to pick up the emerald.
You pick up the emerald. Is even the sun? No sun. Never mind. It's nighttime. Me forgetting what time it is.
That's Caldoin's glowing body.
Yeah. I am the sun. And then Tobin's also like, I am also the sun.
Holy shit. What just happened? My staff just shattered. Now all that's left is the emerald.
Yeah, and for those of you on the outside, you see Yonatan's hair begin to stick straight up and take a sheer white, and just at the tip is like a bright green that kind of flows almost as if it's cast in water as his hair flies back for a moment as his eyes take a dark shade of black for a moment as the scepter explodes in his hand.
What was
Oh
that?
my god. I don't know. I don't recall ever feeling this sensation before, but from what just happened to my scepter, I have a feeling that Varys is in trouble.
You have any way to contact him?
I can try a ritual.
You see Kay stand up and begin to walk over to you guys. You see he doesn't meet your eyes as he walks over to you guys and says, I'm sorry you all had to go through that. Um, the Spire plays tricks on those with good intentions. I'm sorry for if anyone had to see anything, but I urge you to remember that these visions, they're not truth. They're a representation of what you fear to lose the most. We all had to experience it too, the first time. Fury kind of clears his throat. I saw myself die, not valiantly in battle, nor of old age and wisdom, but of pestilence. I saw myself fade into time, my body failing me, my mind leaving me. I died a meaningless and insignificant death. Kind of Gawain's smile fades as he kind of looks at you all sorrowfully as he says, for the second time in my life, I had to see my friends die. Behind a shield of glass, I saw them die and I couldn't save them. I couldn't save them on Mount Anghor, and I can't save them again. They die, and I remain here in this cruel and thoughtless world. But please, it's not truth. The darkness feeds on the worst thoughts of your mind.
The visions weren't the worst part. Tell me, did any of you know?
No?
Deadpan.
I'm not. What do you mean?
Trying to keep his cool. Is it? Promise me you didn't know. You didn't send me in there knowing that she was my mother.
Eyes wide, jaws dropped. You see Gwen and Saphiri just like taken aback as you say that. Kay still doesn't meet your eyes and says nothing.
Should I do a
Insight
sense
check.
motive?
Sense motive.
That is a 24. For sense motive.
I got a 16.
None of you sense a damn thing. And as you guys try to read his vibe, Kay kind of reaches for his pack and says, I can't undo the things that you've experienced, but I can give you a little compensation, and kind of takes out a couple bags that you could tell are filled with a weighty amount of gold. Says, I know you haven't taken any jobs for a while because you've been, saving the world. So, a little bit of help. Kay looks at Tobin dead in the eyes and just says, like, also just as deadpanned, just says, time is cruel. Turns and lights a smoke and kind of slings his bag onto his back and kind of makes for the tree line to the camp outside, where you the outside the fucking forest. Words. Glenn just kind of looks at you guys and shrugs his shoulders and I don't know.
Wayne, can I meet with you privately?
Of course. The rest of you go back to camp, get some rest. You have some tents set out for you. He'll be better in the morning.
I look at Jonathan and then look at Jonathan and just do a small gesture to make sure he's doing okay after the whole gem thing.
I'm doing all right, Calvin. It'll be okay. Go get some rest.
Give you a worried look, and then I just start heading to the camp, hobbling to the camp.
And I'm already ahead, just still helping Beckett to her tent.
What do you need, my friend?
I appreciate all the help that you've given us, and
No,
we couldn't have done this without.
It's the other way around, my friend. Our job, our task, our reason for coming back is to guide, to help the true heroes, the ones whose names were written in the scrolls of time well before time ever existed.
I understand. I understand you're doing what you can to fight this darkness. But I can't help but feel like you are keeping certain things from us.
You know, I feel the same way about the fucking gods. They are cruel. Of course, I never knew about Tobin. That I unfortunately don't know a lot. Um, I'm told what Paylor thinks I need to know. He's been quiet.
Um, Speaking of gods being quiet, um, after we left the tower, my artifact, my staff, was destroyed. It was Ferris's staff, as you well know. Um, Before it shattered, it had black vines, or like black veins creeping along the shaft before shattering into pieces. And all I have left is this emerald right here. And the vines on the staff turn gray. Would you happen to know anything about that?
Well, as a as an exemplar of Varus, you are cursed with the knowledge that because the realms are converging, nature and life gets hit first. Even now, as he gestures towards the grass and towards the trees, even now it's staining and killing. Do you hear birds? The scamper of wildlife?
The only bird I can hear is Beckett's demon bird.
He kind of smirks at you saying the word demon bird. I recommend you visit the Fey Forest and venture till you get lost. And there you may find what is known to the common folk as a nature sage. They might give you the answer you seek.
Thank you. appreciate the gold, but then again, it won't matter much if the Everdark takes over.
Well, if we work hard enough, then that will never happen. And therefore the gold is necessary and meaningful. Hold on to it. It's that hope that life will continue. Gods are powered off of belief. You must believe, Jonathan. Believe in yourself, believe you can do it, believe that we can persevere.
Our job isn't finished yet.
You're just getting started, my friend.
The normals will do what we can. We will do what we can to purge this darkness as much as darkness can be purged.
Now, he kind of grasps your shoulder, kind of gives it like a loving grasp. Now, let's shed the burdens of the universe off for one night and have some whiskey. He pulls out a flask from somewhere in his armor. As he puts it in your hand and says, "Don't tell the others."
Don't tell the others? Or do?
They don't need to know. As he kind of
You know my Blackwater vices too well.
chuckles and kind of nods and kind of gestures to go back to camp.
I shall go back to camp and prepare the ritual to try and talk to Varys.
Okay. And as far as the rest of you, any nightly rituals?
I'm already passed out by the fire with the hat on my head.
Classic. Yeah, paint me a picture. Where are you guys staying? There is a few tents set up there near one of the fires. There's 3 circles of tents surrounding 3 different fires.
Oh, I completely
Yeah.
forgo by 10. I'm just on the ground. Stars above
You
me.
have your bag in there, but you choose to sleep outside.
Yep.
I love it. What about the other 2?
Right now, I'm just leaning up against a tree, looking out away from the group, just standing there silently.
I put Beckett down in a tent so that I could rest. Give him, some blankets and all that. Got them all set, and then just sit by the fire.
So you put the blankets over her and set a water skin next to her. She just kind of still blankly staring, pale in the face as you go to turn out of the tent. He hears a very weak, "Thank you. I'm sorry."
Turn back and give her kind of a half smile and just head out and sit by the fire quietly.
As Orgolan, you hear heavy footsteps trotting behind you.
I turn my head, look to see who it is.
You see the tall, pure white, blood-stained, 7-foot tall dog folk, Saphiri. As he walks over and just sits beside you and just stares off to where you're staring. You did a good job today.
Thank you.
You are a mighty warrior. You know that.
I had some semblance of knowledge.
You are decisive, strong, very courageous, my friend. Anghor is pleased and will look down and bear you good harvest. Good things come for those who work hard. But the journey does not end here.
Didn't think it did. So what evil asshole are we killing next?
No. You need to train. We know where to find you. We'll call you when we need you. To save the world again.
That's just another Tuesday for us.
But but for now, you and your friends must train and discover more about yourselves and the world around you.
Yeah. That's inevitable.
As he turns back and looks to the horizon beyond. Says nothing more. Do you say anything to him?
No.
As two warriors sit in silence beneath a tree, as your party, broken, shattered, changed, find your ways to fall asleep, except for Yonatan, who decides to stay up for a little bit to commune with his god. Celestial, I don't know. So how do you prepare your ritual, Yonatan? As you sit in your tent, you have a candle flickering in front of you to shed some light.
All right, so I'm just going to try a new method of preparing to communicate. So I grab I subtly pour myself a shot glass and prepare some liquids here and there.
You don't need props. Just tell me how you ritual, my friend. You
So
doing a
I'll
shot
just,
of Gatorade?
yep.
Bastard. What are you doing?
As I'm just going to prepare a tincture and then down it. Ferris, I really need you right now. So if you are there, please, for the love of Palor, answer me.
You taking your shot and centering your focus, trying to listen to the world, to the nature around you. Try to focus on the breeze. but you can't. You can't. It's just bzzz, fly buzzes near your head as you bat it away, and you try to find your focus again as you hear laughter of dog folk around the fire, feasting after a victory. As that breaks your focus, as you almost frustratingly open your eyes and about to give up, you look underneath the poisoned purple dark blades, the barren earth beneath that, no life, no worms or ants on the moon, nothing, just a silent dead nothing. You see a small tiny sprout sticking out behind one of the sickly blades of grass. This sprout is a bright, brilliant green. No voice to be heard.
Night is silent except for Calduin snoring.
You see, every time he exhales, his hat just.
Okay, sorry about that.
You're good? You heard that?
No, I didn't hear that.
No? Jesus. I gotta do it again. No, I'm kidding. As you, you're attempting to meditate, but, you keep hearing all these small distractions that take you out of your meditation. You frustratingly open your eyes, about to give up. You see beneath the sickly purple-black blades of grass and the barren earth beneath that, you see a small, bright green sprout sticking up behind one of the sickly purple-black blades. But no voice to be heard, just a small sprout.
Can I go to the sprout?
Yeah, it's right in front of you.
Yeah, okay. Could I like focus on the sprout?
It's a plant. You're staring at a plant.
Okay. I'll take the plant.
You pick the small sprout as you pick it, and it grows into a daffodil.
I knew you were still here. I just had to have faith. Is there like a pot or anything that I can plant the daffodil in?
Mm-hmm. Do you have a pot that you can plant the daffodil in?
No.
Press it in a book or something. Yoda discussing with the shadow man that follows you guys around. What should I do with the flower?
You should go to Arnier's traveling card of herbology.
Yes. We love that card. They made no money.
Yeah, I lost it a lot.
It was a
Yeah.
money laundering business.
It was. It really was. Oh my god.
I'll just I'll cast I'll grab a vial and then cast Create Water, putting some of the water in the vial, and then put the daffodil in the vial,
Nice. I like it.
and then just set it on
Something.
like Druid craft an end table, and then just
Fuck it.
set
Why
it
not?
on.
I'm a build an end table. I'm bored. I'll say there you got a rock that you have your personal belongings on. That's your side table. You're
Okay,
camping.
yeah, for sure. Like I'll just like lean it against the rock.
Let me build an end table. Awesome.
Yonton's stress reliever carpentry.
Yes. Chetney would be proud.
And then I'll just go. And it's just like, all right, Peter, come on, let's go to bed.
He curls up into you as you drift off to sleep. Or Golan, you eventually finding rest. If you
I just end up sitting down at the base of the tree and falling asleep right there.
Awesome. A couple hours into into your sleep, you're kind of startled by a very loud snore, as you see Safiri just like sprawled out in the grass, just as you drift back to bed. As you all find rest and take the bonuses of a long rest.
Sweet.
As the bright sun begins to dawn on a new day. As Jonathan, you wake up to hear birds chirping above as you flitter away as you dawn. And Calduin, you just feel a boot kick your foot.
I'm up.
Are you feeling better, my man? You see Gwaine standing above you.
I take my hat off, like, yeah, and the headache.
Well, there's food.
I immediately get up and grab some.
You see it's just a large pot cooking over the stove as you just see like just the toiling broth of vegetables and large chunks of meat and potatoes.
I take a good whiff before actually grabbing some.
Delicious. You had no idea dogs can cook.
These are the best thing ever.
As where did you end up sleeping, Tobin?
Just on the ground in front of the campfire.
You just feel a tap on your shoulder. You see Kay kind of crouched over you with the bowl of food.
I'll sit up and like rub my eyes and grab it. Just give him a nod.
You guys look like you need Looks like you guys need a bit of a field day. So he hands you a small card with an address on it. Since you're in the area, there's a great bar up in New Orleans City. Comes highly recommended. You guys look like you need a drink and a night in at a bougie hotel. I am sorry.
So there's nothing more on the to-do list.
For right now, heal your mental wounds and train the next time. I am unfortunately needed. I need to disappear. So he says, say goodbye to your friends for me.
Yeah, no worries.
As he kind of walks off and opens his long purple coat and reaches into one of the front pockets on his leather jacket, reaches for a ring, puts it on, and holds his hand out as you see a dimensional door just morph into being as he turns back and gives a nod towards Tobin and walks through as the Fury. Nothing like a feast after a good battle. Or Golden. He jabs his elbow into your side.
Ah, fuck you. Ugh. What?
Go get some grub.
Ugh.
I grab a bowl and bring one to Beckett.
I slowly get up, and as I'm getting up, I punch him. I punch the Fury in the gut and then walk away. Walk to the fire.
Do that again, and I crack your skull. As you go and pour yourself some grub, you see Gawain go up and grab a bowl and bring it to Yonatan. Any luck?
All I got is this little daffodil as he brings out the vial with a daffodil in it.
He just cracks the biggest smile across his face and says, I told you. He says, eat. You're not vegetarian, are you?
No, it's not that. I'm
Not that kind of druid.
Oh. I don't really feel that hungry right now, if I'm being honest.
You need to keep up your strength. It's really
Very
good.
well. As I softly and politely take the bowl from Gwen. Any chance I could get a bowl for my Griffin here?
I think he's had enough. He's already had 3. We had to cut him off to save some for the wolves.
Peter? You sick bastard. Come on. As it's just like, okay, no more.
It's the
Oh.
nice
No
guy.
more food.
So he lowers his head and begins to do his Peter pout, and he sees his little wings kind of like shrivel down.
Tell you what, if you behave, you can have a quarter of mine and we'll do some training later, all right?
Is immediately back head up, tongue out, full doggo.
Yeah, that's a Peter, I know. All right, get over here, you big lug.
He cuddles into you, and as you all enjoy your meal, and you see around you the dog folk beginning to pack up their tents. You see Safiri kind of walk towards you guys. Well, this is it for now. We head back north.
It was an honor fighting with you.
The honor is mine. Anghor smiles upon all of you, and harvest will be good. He bows his head and kind of lets out like a yip yip kind of howl almost as all the wolves just and begin to start making their way, just flooding their way as this massive campground that you've built just leaves in a moment, and it's the six of you and Gwaine. Amrath is also there, but he's just being silent. I'm giving up. He actually he attempted to cast like the blindness spell, but he wanted to change the effect to mute, so he tried to do that, but it accidentally reverted onto him, so he's just there like I don't know. Anyways, as Gawain kind of puts his helmet on his head, the visor's still up, and looks at all of you. Brave heroes. Safe travels, my friends. We will meet again. Good luck on your journey.
You take care.
Good luck on yours as well.
To wherever I'm needed next, as he closes the visor and sheaths his sword and just begins to walk off. As he heads north. As the six of you standing around, Beckett kind of calmed down, but still silent. Kind of looks at all of you.
I put a reassuring hand on Beckett's shoulder.
She attempts to give you a weak smile.
I give her a look of understanding. So, what normal adventure are we doing now?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't mind that fancy hotel. The ground is not comfy.
I cracked my back. I beg to differ.
You always seem
Um,
to get that one rock that's in just the most awkward position.
Half the fun of sleeping outside. Trust me, it's worse
In
when
my case
sand
last
is
night, it was a
everywhere.
root.
um, I was thinking after the hotel, maybe we could take a trip down to the Feylands.
You want to go back there?
Precisely.
Would be nice
No,
to
that
check
was a
on 'em.
question. That was more of a why, not a precisely.
I was talking to Gwaine the other night, and he told me that I asked him about my staff shattering into pieces, and he told me there was something that I could fetch over in the Feylands that would help me on my journey.
Most of the help, I don't see why we couldn't.
So where exactly are we headed? Who has the card?
You were given the card to the address,
Oh,
I believe.
okay. Um, New Warren City. Where are we?
Nate, Yonatan, I believe you have the map.
Yeah, I unfurl the map and see where we are.
Yeah. So, you guys. Yeah, I'm right. Okay. You guys are right down here in this little clearing. The Dark Spire is right about there. So you guys are in
Okay.
this little clearing here, and so New Warren City is just right there.
Well, it's not too bad. It's essentially on our way back towards the anywhere with a port, so that we can go back to where the Fey Realm was.
Just a short hike northeast.
I sling my sack over my shoulder. Well, probably should get moving.
Let's go.
So, as you all put your packs on your backs and make your way northeast, um, walking across the plains that now that you see the grass, the dead grass is started to fade into the dark green grass. And as you move a little bit northward, you know, maybe some frosted snow on the ground here and there. Um, as you're walking by in these plains, Calduin, out of the corner of the eye, something catches your attention,
I stop and look at it.
and seemingly Beckett almost at the same time turns as well. As you see in the middle of this field a mysterious circular white quartz temple, partially in ruin. It's a like a circular podium with white columns, holding up a ring of white quartz. Some parts are partially broken, with a few pillars kind of resting diagonally against other pillars.
I look over at Beckett and then the rest of the party. I don't know what it is, but I think we should check this out.
I mean, there's probably loot in there, so why not?
All right.
I'm not opposed.
As you walk towards this small white temple, it's very small, not very temple-like, as it's mostly in ruin. It's just mainly like a circle pavilion with nice white quartz columns. Calduin, as you do you step onto the podium?
Yeah.
You step foot onto the podium, and nothing seems to happen. And as you lift your other foot and place it down, beyond beyond the reaches of the temple, instead of seeing the southern plains of the Nudarian Empire, you see a desert of red sand. Beyond that, you see shining structures of shining silver and bright white quartz. As just for a moment it flashes and returns back to the normal view.
Did anyone else see that?
See what?
The desert.
A desert in the middle of a forest?
We've seen weirder.
Are you sure you didn't touch some dark grass or something on your way out?
I'm not crazy.
You feeling homesick, buddy?
Always.
As you guys are having this conversation, I'm saying this for V's purposes later, watching back the session, by the way. You see Beckett is kind of divided off, kind of looking at the pillars. Beckett sees a figure gracefully drifting behind pillars. Um, it's a mysterious figure, and as it passes passes in front from behind one of the pillars, she sees that the head is made of smoke, toiling dark smoke, as it takes the form of a gas mask. The form turns to look at her and vanishes in a plume of smoke. But to the rest of you, you see Beckett kind of seemed drifted off and staring off into the blue.
I go over to Becca and just do a quick snap on my fingers. Hey, Becca, you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. Just, you know,
Yeah. It was messed up what you
she,
did.
what they're doing. I think think the poison's gotten stronger since we sealed Tsushima. I can hear him more in my head. I don't know. I have a headache. It's okay.
Just remember that you are still you.
Yeah. She looks up towards this mysterious white temple, as the rest of you, as these two have weird connections, you just checking it out and looking it over. You guys see from within the cracks of the white quartz, you see a red, viscous liquid. You see blood beginning to pour and drip from the cracks in the temple as the drops of blood roll down the white quartz and staining it in a blood red.
Am I going insane? There's blood coming out of the quartz.
Yeah, there's something wrong with this temple.
I cast detect magic to see if anything's showing up.
Nope. Not that you can recognize.
Could I do knowledge planes on the blood?
This is something otherworldly, something you've never ever seen, even in your studies of the planes. A building bleeding? No role can shed any more light on this mystery that I wouldn't have already told you. As this is just something you've never seen before, and you guys have seen some weird stuff.
I take the empty bottle of the potion that I had taken before and collect a sample of the blood.
Beckett looks and just like chuckles.
Guess you're rubbing
And
off on me.
I guess we should get out of here.
Agreed.
No, blood just pouring out of white walls? No,
No.
definitely not.
No way.
Never. Yeah, let's blow this popsicle stand.
Is that a druid thing?
Yeah, it's a druid thing.
Oh, okay.
What's a popsicle?
Well,
It's
Is
what
it like
it's what
like
Tobin was a while ago.
and as you step away from this mysterious bleeding temple and look forwards to the oncoming horizon, so we're going to take a break for tonight. As Jesus, what am I looking for here? Fucking cranky.
I should head out to the outback.
As I head on down to the
Watering hole.
the watering hole. You see a crocodile, eats a little chicken, and this joke's been going on for way too long. We're back from break. My brain didn't reset as it normally should. I'm tired. As the six of you look towards the oncoming horizon, as you leave the conundrum of the bleeding temple, as you see a large city kind of come into view. I don't know. You see, it's a massive city. And not only in sheer size, but verticality, as you see large chimneys billowing plumes of smoke, and below that you see high-rise buildings with square windows, showing each of the many levels to these towering buildings. You see intertwining pipelines and aquifers roping between the cityscape. The roots of the building, you see a top platform with like a balcony. With turrets all over the side, and then a large sheer wall down. So these skyscrapers are built on top of a large foundation. As any native to New Daria or know of New Daria, yeah, um, you see that you know that within these lower walls, it creates New Orleans City's iconic upper and lower city districts. So you approach, you turn onto the road that turns in from you turn off the plains onto the road, and the dirt road that slowly turns into a gravel, and then as leading up to the city, a smooth brick. As you step towards the towering city, you see armed guards carrying large rifles with their masks at like large circular goggles with like just a faceplate with a couple slits to breathe through, kind of like wraps overhead, and then it has behind it has um like a thick cloth material, almost like a welding fabric. Down it's like a almost like a normal military uniform, except it looks really padded also, almost like a welding fabric. As they look, they look and notice all of you walking towards. They silently point towards a booth with a glass pane in front of it.
I walk over towards the booth.
So you see a uniformed guard, this time without the mask, sitting behind the glass. State your business.
Oh, Tobin, could you bring that card over here, please?
Yeah. We're here to visit and I'll read the card and say, what was it called?
The Legionnaire.
We're here to visit the Legionnaire, and then I'll kind of like press the card up against the glass.
Doesn't look up, writes down business or pleasure.
Pleasure.
Do you have a Warren City citizen card?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you know how long your visit is going to take as he looks up towards you?
Just a day.
Just a day?
We'll
All
stay
right.
the night. Leave tomorrow.
So I will issue you all a temporary citizen card. You will return this upon exiting the city tomorrow morning. You must present it before buying anything, and every hostel and tavern is equipped with a punch to track your spendings of the night. So your stay is virtually cash-free until you exit the city tomorrow. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay.
Or do you know how to get to the Legionnaire?
Um, you'll see a visitor uh, word. you'll see some staff in the upper city to assist you in your ways. Other things you should know: it is 5 silver pieces to ride on the rail glider, 5 silver piece per use of the elevation pads to transport you between city districts. Of course, your first ride up will be complimentary. He looks very bored and tired of reciting this, and slides the 6 passes underneath the glass.
I'll take him and hand him out to everybody.
Non-compliance will result in removal or worse, depending on your crime. So enjoy your stay in the metropolis of New Warren City.
Thank you very much, good sir.
As the guard again silently points you towards a metal platform that with large garter rails around it and great metal grates behind you. See little wires and arcane wires behind. They
This is
point
some
you.
pretty impressive construction.
As you all step onto this metal platform, you see the guard closes a large metal barred gate and turns to a panel and pulls a large lever. As you feel the platform as it begins to like stutter its way up, like it's like not bad, it's just awkward, as like shakes as it moves up. You see beyond the grates you can see large metal pillars holding up the city underneath, with sewer lines and pipelines of all sorts, and metal wires, and the platform at the top. You see a very cheery looking dwarf in a fancy suit, similar colors to the guards downstairs, but way less padded, and you know definitely not a guard of any sort. He raises the gate and says, "Ah, welcome to New Warren City. May I see your citizen cards, please?"
Present the citizen cards.
Fantastic. One-nighters. Have you been to the city before?
No, I haven't. Have any of you guys?
No.
Beckett kind of gives an awkward look and just kind of looks down.
As just to state before we actually went up and everything, the stutter when the lift stuttered, I immediately lashed on to the closest person or thing that was around. I'm terrified right now.
Awesome. As who do you latch on to?
Like I said, the closest person or whatever I could latch on to.
There's handlebars on the side, and you can choose who you're standing next to in the elevator.
Okay, I just latched onto a handlebar, just back away so nobody could actually see.
The dwarven man looks at you. Have you been to the city before? No. Ah, Well, welcome to the city. It is my pleasure to present the Upper City District. As you turn and look at the street, you see lamp posts with a bright fire inside of it, um, lighting beneath a large pathway on struts. So you can see a bar above that pathway as you kind of feel like a dull vibration as you see something zip by on this pathway. The buildings towering way above, kind of cracking through. You can kind of see above the this upper platform thing. The buildings tower above. You see the street has some wide bits where it has like streets and like shops and shop fronts and stuff, and then it kind of dips in with like a guardrail as you see from beneath, like from within like what the guardrails. It just kind of drops off as you see like large amount of like smoke flowing up from these gaps as they kind of like goes in and out and has a shop front and then the smoke and then shop fronts and smoke down the street as it curves and you see side streets kind of zip off. Well, is there anywhere you guys would like to visit in particular, or do you just like
Uh,
to window shop? We offer many fantastic, exquisite, I could say, shops at for all of your wares.
we may want to check out the shops, but our final destination will be, I'll read the card again and say the Legionnaire.
The Legionnaire. Military fans are we? It is a fantastic establishment full of beautiful memorabilia, a fantastic service, and gorgeous rooms to spend the night in. Highly recommend that place. Uh, that would be if you follow this main road down, or honestly, if you would not prefer to walk, you could always take the rail glider. You get there in a zip.
Um, we might walk so we can check out the storefronts and whatnot along the way.
Fantastic choice, my friend. Well, we offer tailors and we offer uh, plenty of trinkets and toy shops and all the wondrous things you could ever need. So you are warriors, I imagine, carrying such weapons. Assure you any violence is intolerable. Your citizen card will be revoked, and you shall face the penalty. But you look like lovely folks. What am I to worry about, right?
Yes, we're quite normal.
We'll be sure to keep that in mind as we go around the city.
Fantastic. So, when you're ready to, after your shopping spree, you can follow this main street down for, let's say, 5 blocks. And the Legionnaire will be right there on your left. Yeah.
Thank you. I've as a person who isn't a city folk, as you will, it's pretty miraculous to see all these metal things everywhere. All these metal structures.
We pride in our ingenuity. Many young scholars from Elora come here to further make the world a better place. No longer are we to change the toilet. Now it can be removed for us. No need to get our hands dirty. Of course, ease of travel, the rail glider, a miraculous new development. We have a rail glider connection to the capital Ulara, as well as there is a current development of a rail glider to Palos.
Good to know. My 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 circle is has forbade most contact with metals. Well, for the most part, anyway. So it's a pretty new experience for me.
Some people like to keep it rustic. I respect it. Well, my friends, if you have any questions whatsoever, you see that pole there on the street corner there. It has a button on it that will call an assistant such as myself to help you with anything you require, as well as any suspicious activity. There is a button to immediately call the authorities. Of course, as I was saying, ease of life.
Thank you.
Enjoy your stay.
Very good. Thank you so much for your graciousness.
Gives a polite bow and kind of walks off and takes a big glug of water. Kind of adjusts himself and kind of waits around until someone goes, "Oh yes, okay," and kind of wanders off.
Well, let's see if there's any interesting stores here.
I'm gonna find the weapons shop.
All right, so shops people would like to visit. Is there any in particular?
I don't know. I want to see what there is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would probably want to get a weapon shop because it's probably high time I actually got a sheath for my sword.
That's true.
Okay.
I will also like to go to the weapons shop.
Well, yeah, we can do that.
Probably should stock up on potions as well.
That's a
Beckett
good
looks
idea.
offended.
Just in case.
I haven't had time. Okay, we've been
It's a precaution.
precaution. Okay, get your bargain bin potions. No more healing potions for you.
Just stick my tongue out.
As you look to the streets, you see a diverse amount of people walking by in very fancy tailored clothes. You see intricate metalwork on their arms and on their faces, odd metal workings with a pane of glass. Um, you like you see large, just this large machine uh, step towards a box as it kind of raises its like pivot arms down and grabs the box. And uh, this robot, it's got like a cylindrical, sleek design, and that has a corner cut in its back, and it kind of stands at an angle with like two legs out and like two large arms and like a round hand thing as it latches onto the box, lifts up the box rotates and rests into that corner divot as the robot begins to walk down the street as it places the box somewhere else. You see a carriage rolling by, with mechanical wheels underneath, trotting by as you see the driver near like a large like handle as it rattles along the stone pavement floor. The the gas would kind of uh, emits from the gaps between the road. To begin you to make your way um, down the road, as keeping your eye out for a weapons shop as you pass by multiple tailors and clothing shops. It's very, very citizen-esque, flashy tourist shops. Your um, like merchandise stores, your clothing stores, like toy stores and trinkets and interesting mechanical stores that display different large mechanical tools. Sorry, my mouth got dry.
Just,
Go for it.
I was gonna say, I, with all the city life, with Calduin only being living in the desert, like underground and everything else for a while, this is very overwhelming for him. So he's close to panicking.
Becky kind of looks at you, gives you like a concerned nod, and like kind of walks beside you, just very close to you. Just like kind of grabs your hand and like squeezes it twice, and then like goes and it'll be okay.
I,
Be
I
used to it.
I look at her and just smile slightly.
As you make your way, you see a shop front with like a display displaying a wide variety of handguns and rifles, and then on the other side, very fine, elegant swords, all very expensive, all very like ornate.
Didn't you need ammo, Calduin?
Kay gave me some.
Oh, well, should we check out the the swords that they have?
Sure.
Do they have any bows in stock?
You'll have to go in and find it. You just see
Okay.
the shop front.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna go in and try and find bows.
Yeah. So you all make your way in. You hear that ding of a bell as the door opens. As you see a very finely dressed young elven man. He goes, "Ah, welcome. May I see your citizen's cards, please?"
I show my citizen's card.
Same.
Ah, visitors, wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to the Guildmaster's Gauntlet. You're home to any armaments, any weapons, any fittings you would need to fill your combat delight. Just got a fine, fresh new stock in of a new line of revolvers.
I perk my head up a little bit.
It's all the rage these days. Who fights with a sword when you can fight from not stabbing distance? He kind of shrugs and laughs.
I give him a side eye from the sword section, from the great sword section.
As you see, not a lot of great swords. It's just a lot of very fine, elegant blades. Um, a line of very fine rapiers, a few curved scimitars, a couple of long swords and short swords. Um, anything that would catch your eye? Nothing big enough, to be honest. You're looking at it and you're like, mine's bigger. They're fancy, they're nice. They look usable.
Excuse me, sir.
Ah, yes. How can I help you?
Um, would you happen? I don't know for sure, but do you happen to have any longbows in stock at the moment?
Longbows, what is it? 933? My friend, the new and hip is here. As he holds up a very fine revolver. Says, it's all the rage.
Oh, well, you could say I'm a bit of an old-fashioned elf myself, if you know what I mean.
You're in the city of ingenuity, my friend. Open your eyes to the here and now.
I'll keep my eyes open. The city is pretty marvelous and spectacular, if I do say so myself.
It is fantastic. I've been living here for 3 years now. I took a term abroad from my studies, and I stayed here for half a year, and I fell in love, came back.
That's amazing to hear. I'm really glad you like it here.
truly is a wonderful place.
I don't know. I'm just gonna stick to my guns for now.
Aha! I see what you did there. That was clever. Very nice. But I do recommend them. They're quite lovely and very, very evenly balanced. They pack a good punch. The offer's here if ever you wish to take, but to each their own.
I walk up, hesitantly holding the deteriorate, deteriorating wraps on my sword. Um, I may need a sheath.
That is definitely a service we offer, my friend. Give me one moment as he pulls up a large wooden tray and he puts a sheet over it and begins to etch out. Goes, okay, that's for you. Put that aside. What kind of design are we thinking?
Just something simple.
Something simple. Well, I have a new line of fine black leather in. Of course, we have. Um, I do recommend a very. It's like an auburn red leather. Wonderful, it's a wonderful color. But you need to match it well. You know. Um, there's the simple brown. It's got a nice trim of gold threading inside. It's very lovely.
College just listening to all this, just confused. It's just like, oh, what a simple sheath.
My friend, we offer nothing but the best. We need to customize your apparel to you.
I look back at the rest of the group like, what should I do?
Go for the auburn red one. It's kind of similar to the color of your sword.
Boy, he said.
Auburn red, excellent. So I would recommend um, a brilliant copper button and studding, or I could recommend you the matte black. Is always a fan favorite. It's subtle. Let's the color really shine through.
The second
How
one.
about the sand yellow?
Sandy yellow. Ah, I might have just the thing. If you go for um, let's say we take this shining gold, and I can take it behind out back, and I can put some coarse rocks into it, and uh, give it a nice subtle dull gold flare.
Sounds like Golden Sea's home. Sure.
Sound all right to you? Perfect. That will be. Hold on. As he takes out a weird contraption as he kind of starts doing some measurements on your blade. Wonderful. Uh, I can have that ready for you in the morning,
Sure. Good.
before the end of your visit, of course. I shall schedule it in for uh, 8 bells.
Sorry for what?
8 bells. It's the clock.
Oh.
In the morning. That's how- mid-morning.
Ah,
I tip my hat, thank you, and then move just slightly where the duster moves away, revealing the revolver on my hip.
That's an interesting model. May I see it?
Um, sure. I take it out, and hand it to him. The uh, handle facing me.
Ooh, it's a classic, that's for sure. Lovely. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Interesting. It's very. As he goes to cock back the hammer, he goes, very, very used. As he kind of turns the revolver around and gives it a little uh, hit. You see red sand kind of falling. We can clean this up for you if you'd like.
Sure.
Wonderful. So your bill on the new sheet with the leather 30 plus studding 30, 60, and then cleaning 70 gold. And because you're first timers, right?
That is correct.
65 gold because I like your eye for design. I would display this on my front window, but of course your style is your own.
I reach for my money pouch and pull out the 65 gold.
How much gold did we get from Kay?
250 each. As he counts it out, says, "Wonderful. I will have this ready for you in the morning." Um, Anything I can help you, the rest of you?
Yes, the longbow and maybe a rapier.
Uh, I'm sure there's an antiquity store somewhere around here. Uh, but the rapier I can help you out with.
Okay.
He grabs a little rope, and can you spread your arm, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of measures it out, ties the knot into it, and perfect. And your rapier has to be perfectly balanced to you. Now, you need this size. All right. So as he kind of uh, puts a tray up on the table, and he goes, "What design do you fancy? We have very subtle guarding, kind of almost like a cursive bow design. We have a full plate with studs. We have there's this one with very interesting great design into it.
um, I think I'd like to go with as simple a guard as possible.
A simple guard. Well, I can't offer you simple, but I can offer you elegant. May I suggest this cursive one?"
Okay. I'm kind of operating within a like a 300 gold budget. So
So he looks at the tag. How about 150 gold pieces, and you walk away more elegant. What's your name, dear sir?
Jonathan, sir.
Jonathan, you walk away a remade, a fancier Jonathan.
That kind of has a good ring to it, not gonna lie.
Because simplicity is best within elegance. Now, quick, try it. Give it a. Show me your stance.
Okay, I go into my fighting stance. I'm not used to I'm pretty proficient with a rapier. So I get into like a sort of fencing stance.
Ah, I see you're used to a more weightier one. May I suggest we go the size up?
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect. As he lowers that tray down and lifts it up and grabs. It's a similar design, but um, it's kind of almost like a ribbed design that circles around into like just a small studded leaf on each end, with the fine black leather with a simple metal ring in the middle of it, to a nice fine tip. And he goes, this size will better suit your stance. Now, unfortunately, because it's the largest size, I will have to charge you an extra 10.
160, that's correct?
Yes.
That sounds more than reasonable as I hand over 160
Fantastic.
gold.
One fine sword for the elegant Jonathan. Anything
Thank you
else for
very
the
much.
rest of you?
Nothing that suits my fancy.
I think I'm fine.
Perfect. You all have a lovely stay here. You all exit the doors. Any other stores that might pique any of your fancies?
Potion shop, they have one.
A potion shop. Very good.
And then I'll try and find an antique shop after the potion shop, of course.
I look over at Beckett. Potion shop would be good. You could stock up on ingredients.
I know, I was just giving you shit.
I'm
Lighten
gonna
up.
tune in on the conversation. Say, that guy was insufferable, huh?
God, the worst.
I don't think a sheath should cost that much.
Yeah. Also, am I the only one who got like no war and bossing say vibes from that guy?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's go to the potion stop.
As you kind of meander your way down a few blocks, you see a large swinging sign that says Eclipse Elixirs, potion brews and more on the shop front. As you see just large, definitely not potion vials, just like weird cups or vases with colored liquid in it. As you make your way in, a singular ding, as you see kind of an orcish gentleman. He's got kind of just rough stubble, like he shaved like 2 or 3 days ago. Um, he's got light white hair and kind of bald spot in the back. He's got a he's got an apron on that says EEs, and it's got like a design on it. It says, "Welcome. How can I help you today?" I don't know what the voice is, but I'm going with it anyways.
Personally, I guess healing potions.
Healing potions, very good. Any particular size that you're looking for? We
Greater.
offer mini elixirs all the way up to greater healing potions.
Did you start doing mini elixirs?
I did. I thought that was awesome.
Nice.
I thought that was the coolest thing fucking ever. And I was like, yes, that's already in.
Yeah.
Shout out to that one TikTok.
Yeah.
You nerds
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
I'll take maybe 3 greater healing potions and 2 mini elixirs.
3 greater and 2 mini. Okay. Is this all on one tab or?
Everybody can buy what they want. Maybe. What else is there any potions similar to like that spell Beckett uses on me that gives like the bull strength?
I'm not sure if I made a bull strength one. I know I made a rage one.
Yeah.
Rage is probably your best option.
Okay. I don't really want a rage potion. I don't remember the last time I used one, so.
Fair enough. Okay. I'm writing down your orders so you guys can just spit at me what you need, and then if someone remembers a potion and you're like, I also want that, I can write that down.
Yeah.
I'll tell you mine in a second. I'm trying to look for the document.
Oh yeah. Potion.
I think 3 greater is all I need.
The cool thing about the mini elixirs, Owen, is they do like half of what they don't do a lot, but they take only a bonus action, so you don't have to use your whole turn to use it.
You know what? Just give me what he's getting.
Actually, yeah. So 3 greater, we'll say 3 mini elixirs. Just
3
'cause they're
greater
probably
and
not
3
that
mini,
expensive.
just to make it
Yeah.
easier.
Fantastic.
I'll take 2 greater, 5 minis, and you got anything that can toughen up someone?
How many minis, sorry?
5.
Keeping track of orders. 5 mini, perfect. And anything to toughen you up? I'd say some fire whiskey for sure. But if jokes aside, I can offer you a bark skin, possibly.
Sure, I'll take just a couple of regular of those.
Or regular of the bark skin. Yes, it makes your skin as tough as wood. It gives you the strength you need to overcome certain activities that may harm you, so to speak. For dark vision, we have invisibility potions for you sneaky folk. We have fire breathing for those who looking for a little bit of spice.
I'll take a dark vision potion.
1 regular.
Yeah.
Right. For you, Sir Elf, do you need any potions of any sort?
Yeah, do you have any elemental based potions like fire,
I have
lightning?
a potion of fire breathing that could kind of gives you a nudge, and isn't that like your thing?
My thing?
Yeah, you remember the festival?
Right. I got you now.
I mean, do what you have to do, but I
Uh,
just
don't forget, Wes. All the way down is the arcing breath potion, but that one was kind of
yes,
like because of the
yeah,
blue spawn.
that's because you have the really um rare thing from the thing.
Yeah, the blue spawn, Eversure Tusk.
Yes, that's the one.
Um, do you have anything aside from fire breathing?
We have potions of water breath.
Okay.
That's on your elemental checkbox. Bark skin toughens you up. You know, kind of elemental.
At hearing water breath, it's like I'll take a couple of those.
Water breathing potions, just regulars as well.
Yes.
And how many of those?
Uh, two.
I'll take 2 fire breathing potions, I suppose.
I thought your whole thing was you don't like fire, and it just kind of happens when you go like blackout.
I mean, it's as long as I think I can keep my cool.
Okay.
And how many would you like of those?
2, please. 2 regulars.
Perfect. And I shall text Beckett, but they want after. um, is that all I can offer all of you?
I think so.
I think that's good enough for me.
Imagine the monk drinking a rage potion. New ability unlocked, Raging Fist.
When I rage, I immediately cast Burning Hands.
Fire breathing potion and water breathing potion sounds really. It sounds exactly alike, just completely different.
Yeah.
One goes out,
No,
one
like
goes in.
before I realized you were like talking about being able to breathe in water. I was like, what am I shooting like a water pistol out of my mouth? Like what's happening?
Yo, this is some Naruto shit. Let's go.
My mind went to Pokemon.
Squirtle, use water gun.
And
Yonatan, use
sorry,
flamethrower.
Sir Elf, the fire breathing. That's all you were getting. No health potions of any sort.
No, that's everything. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay. So, for you then, Sir Elf, that's 1 silver piece. For 2 fire-breathing regular potions.
1 gold,
Silver.
1 silver. Okay.
And for you, Calduin, that is 8 silver.
Okay.
Orgolan is 4 silver, 2 copper. And Tobin is 7 silver, 2 copper.
I'm pretty sure Orgolan got the same as me.
Yeah, I got
You
the
got
same
the
as.
dark vision.
Oh, right, right.
Oh.
Don't we pay at the gate, like, on our way out?
Just for hotels.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'll pay them. I'm just gonna give him a gold.
In that
Thank you for the
case,
tip.
well,
Thank you.
I've got more than enough gold after selling Buddy that sword.
He was really into that sword.
I've got a lot of money.
Oh yeah, how much are you rocking right now?
813 gold. Ballin'.
Ah man, got 81 PP.
I'll hand over a silver piece.
Perfect.
I hand over mine.
And on the house, because your friends have tipped so well, I feel obliged here. Have a mini elixir health potion on me. One for each of you.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, thank you very much, kind sir.
Thank you. It is my pleasure. Come again. Enjoy your stay.
to the Legionnaire.
Oh, I was going to try and find an antique shop for a longbow.
Right.
If that's all right with you guys, of course. Or we can just split up and meet back at the tavern.
I don't think it's a good idea to split up in a city we don't know.
Fair enough. All right, and I go outside and try to find an antique shop.
Alright, as you all exit Eclipse Elixirs. That's fun to say. Say it with me. Eclipse Elixirs. It's very fun.
Eclipse elixirs.
As you step back out into the streets, begin to once again meander your way down the streets looking for an antique shop. Caldoon, you just feel like a twinge in your neck, like you have to look behind you.
I do a quick glance behind me.
You see, just kind of distantly off, kind of beyond the people, you see like a tall, pale-skinned face, or a tall, pale-skinned man looking at you with a large black trench coat. And as soon as you meet his eyes, he kind of just drifts into the crowd beyond your sight.
I stare for a little bit, and then shake my head and then move on.
As you travel down, kind of Yonatan getting curious, looking at, like, grabbing onto the railing and looking down, you see just a large plume of yellow smoke just has a gross smell of rotting eggs and compost and chemicals. As you looking down, you see kind of dull lights, like street lamps, as you get a glimpse into the lower city district. It's definitely a lot darker down there than it is darker lit than it is up on the upper city level. You kind of look down and seeing the lower city, and you see a shop, kind of like with like a burgundy shop front with brown lettering that says "Relics of the Empire."
That could be the place.
Guys, maybe they have Paylor's tier. Maybe we can figure this out.
Wow, so convenient.
I head in.
Good campaign, guys.
Yep. Let's go, dude.
Roll credits, baby.
Those haven't been made yet.
The credits haven't been made yet. It's just like the technical difficulties for like 5 minutes. And then just like a special thanks page just scrolls by, and then that's it.
Yeah.
As you step into the antique store and see an older tiefling woman, her like a darker green skin, her horns wrap around like almost like ram horns, and she's got like a large bejeweled earring kind of etched into it. It's hanging down.
Good evening.
Good evening. How could I help you?
So a friend of mine, a little birdie up in the upper district, told me I could find an antique shop down here. Would you happen?
Oh no,
to have...
you're not down in the lower city district. You just looked down the grate and saw it, and you're still in the upper city district.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
A little birdie down the road told me you guys might have some longbows here.
Longbows. I think I might have something. It's quite old. It's very expensive. It is an authentic Darien longbow. It's used way before even the Kyoshi-Darien conflict, before Palos Tier. It is quite old. It took us years of uncovering to recover it and restore it to its beautiful glory that it is now.
What kind of condition is it in?
Always in mint condition, my dear. Coming from my shop, I'd hope so.
Okay. How much of a load would it take off my purse exactly?
Well, you might have to have some very deep pockets in order to take this bad boy home with you.
Oh, I can think of a couple things I can take home with me, if you know what I mean.
I'm not sure I do, honey. I'm sorry. I'm not as young as I look.
Age is not a problem with me.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yeah.
Can I can I roll a charisma check?
No.
No.
I'm gonna roll to seduce the tiefling.
God damn it, we don't need another person seducing a fucking tiefling. God damn it.
He takes after myself. She's not red though, so I was gonna ask, but you said she was green.
Uh,
God damn it.
What would I roll for that?
Nothing.
give me a performance check.
Okay. 24?
Oh, you seem like a really nice boy. And I can see you have an eye like me. You have a good eye for the antiquities. Um, I could say 233 gold pieces. This is, remember, it's mint condition. I'm giving you a very good deal. It is a very old bow.
Your kindness is appreciated. As I just get like a second, just like a little second bag out to just put the 233 gold in. There you are.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Please remember to dust it often. I don't want it collecting any dust.
anything for you, my dear.
You are so kind.
Do you happen to have any arrows with this as well?
Not in a collection, no.
Because, like, honestly, any arrows would do.
Um, I think I might have something. It's not many, it's 12. These were recovered after the events of Paylor's Tear from the remnants of Mount Anghor, now as you might know it as the Bay of Anghor. They were petrified beneath the ocean, and they were restored and sharpened, and well, and refeathered, and they're very quite beautiful, but not from the same collection as the bow, unfortunately.
That is quite all right. What would be your price for them?
My price, I would say, you're a sweet boy. I could see you having the eye, and like you could run like sharp like mine. It is. You have quite the eye for design, so take them. They're for you. Hang them on your wall or something. Treat them well.
Thank you very kindly. As I'll take the quiver of arrows and put them on my back.
Anything else I can help you with, yes?
Any my grandfather told me about this ring he had as a young knight that offered him protection of sorts. Would you have anything like that?
Oh, your grandfather. Ring of protection. I don't think I have anything in my collection that would suit your need. Arcane relics don't stick around as much as you would think. but I'm sure there's a magic shop down the road that I believe there's one just across the street. They offer an enchantment service. It's very it's a little bit on the pricier side, but it's got good magic, I hear. But unfortunately, not anything that I can think of in my collection, unfortunately, my dear. As the old woman kind of looking, kind of like smiling at you guys, kind of looks towards Calduin and sees, kind of zeroes in on his sword. Now that is a wondrous sight to see. My dear, is it authentic?
You know what this is?
It is the blade of the Asherati, I believe. The leader of sorts, I believe, was gifted it.
How do you know him so
I
well?
haven't read up on my Vilbridge history in a while. Maybe it's good. It's high time I dust off my books. And Asherati were a fascinating group. Truly a wonder to read about. How did you come across it? I hear all the villages were destroyed back in. You know, I believe the second Arcane Purge's anniversary is coming up.
I look a little upset about that, but try to brush it off.
I, I've never understood why they called it an anniversary. I guess they couldn't think of a more creative word. Such a tragic thing.
Um, for the whereabouts of how I attained the sword, I am not at liberty to say, but yes, you are looking at the one true sword of the setting suns.
Fascinating. And I presume you're attached to it. There's no way I could possibly add it to my collection. I could pay the fair price.
I'm sorry, man, it's not for sale.
I understand I have a relic of my own. As she uh, holds on to it's just a shard of a blade. That's a dulled blade. That it's just kind of like a, a necklace that around her neck, just a small little portion of a blade. Yeah, this was wielded by my great great grandfather.
It's always nice to have memories of family.
I agree. That's why I surround myself with the relics of the past. It's a good refresher from the ingenuity and the creative passion of the youngins, so to speak. It's all a bit too fast for me.
You and me both.
Yes, but business is booming here, and well, it seems that these folk love their antiquities. Those with a deep pocket can choose to decorate how they wish. Isn't that right?
Ah, he, I give a small chuckle, but part of it is sincere. Thinking back of all the Oshirati artifacts
Yes. Are you a collector?
Of sorts.
Fascinating. Well, I can always set aside any Asherati artifacts that come in, and if you ever come and visit me again, I can see what I can do.
Much appreciated.
Call us. Anything else for you, dearies? Wonderful. You folks have a great day.
I tip my hat and just walk out.
The door closes behind you as the sun begins to wane into the evening hours.
I I look
Oh,
up
go
at
ahead.
the sky and take a deep breath,
Wonder.
just trying not to remember the past at the moment.
Shall we make our way to the Legionnaire then?
Yes.
Alrighty.
And you make your way down the commercial shop fronts of New Warren City, and that's where we're gonna leave it off for tonight's session. And we'll pick up next week. No, we'll not. We might. I'll rearrange the schedule. Because I want to play TBS again so we can go to Legionnaire, because that's fun as fuck. And then we'll do one shots. I'll rearrange the schedule. You'll see. They'll be uploaded. Anyways, enough random rambling at the end. Random rambling. Well, good session. Uh, inspiration points?
Didn't really do much today. It was just a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if we need an inspiration point this session.
Yeah. I do want to say y'all role played very well today. That was fucking, you guys did a fucking awesome. That was fucking super sick. And I enjoyed my many weird voices that I have had to do all session. The massive amount of lore drops and hidden Easter eggs that I've been seeding in. Find out more. Same drunk time. Same dumb channel. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Have a great time.
Like and subscribe, dumbasses. I don't know.
Peace.